Yes.
We are home. We are in Ghana.
Yes.
So, you watch the vetting actually.
So, like what I was saying, I don't know, my line went off sometime. But then what I was saying is that there are some kind of key things that we should be looking at during this particular vetting. And one of the things that I'm really grateful for is the comments made by Honorable Chime Sabonsu on clarifying that MPs are not necessarily uh, agents for development, and that the NCC has to do a lot of work in educating the general Ghanaian populace that, I mean, MCs and DCs are there for these kind of developmental projects, and they, as members of parliament, are being put there to represent them in terms of lawmaking and other matters of representation. So I think those are some of the highlights that we should look at. So another highlight I think that we are also not talking about. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the other highlight I feel like you're also talking about is that of the Foreign Affairs Ministry. That is from Chile, Ayoko. I
Obochi.
think that there's a lot of things that she touched on. I'm actually hoping that she'll be able to put all those things into practice. For example, having passport centers for the six new regions that have
Regions,
been
yeah.
created, and also talking about the need for Ghana to start having formalized contracts with agents who send individuals outside the country in the claim of letting them find so-called greener pastures. Because I mean, over the years, we've seen have heard horrifying stories of how our Ghanaian nationals are outside there and they are being maltreated and all those things. Another thing that I think that we should also have a look at was the 44.
Yeah, hello. Oh, Essel's network hasn't helped us actually. But before Essel comes in, let me say a very big thank you to all my panelists for their contribution. It's one I will never forget. I say a very big thank you to all of them. We shall meet same time next week Saturday. Before that, let me
Members
say thank.
are actually expecting a lot from him. I mean, coming from the point of view where I'm a student leader and I've worked with NAPO this particular year, I've had engagement with Dr. Adutwum myself. I've had engagement with Professor Yanka, and then I'm actually excited. It's exciting to see Dr. Adutwum
Substantive
being
minister.
put there as the Minister of Education designate. The only problem I had with him was at Parliament when the bill for the reduction of school fees was
Yeah,
brought forth,
yeah. It
and
was
the
being
first
political.
argument made, because I was there at Parliament on that day, and his first argument he made was on the premises that that wasn't on the priority list of vice chancellors. And my question to him as at then and till now is, I mean, what has vice chancellors has to do with
Fees and
uh,
priorities in fees.
school fees that is affecting the pockets of parents and students? I mean, how is that going to be the problem of the vice chancellor? But then, I mean, people make extension argument that, I mean, if the government decides to absorb it, they will not pay the fees early and all those things. But then I think that, I mean, if you are in to stand for what is right, it should be for what is right, regardless of where it's coming from, without making extension of arguments to favor other people at the detriment of other people. So
Okay.
yeah, all in all, I think that the vetting has gone on well. I will not actually be surprised that some people
We will
wouldn't
drop.
be approved of. I'm just hoping. My fervent prayer is that the approval is not done on general basis.
Okay.
That okay, we are approving all of them together, but it should be done on individual basis in terms of their merit. And on the comments made by my brother Dako on the trivialities of the questioning and all those things, I think that sometimes it's important. So,
Very,
for
very,
example, I mean, if not for anything at all, we've seen Honorable Michael Pupu Prempe come out today to
to
apologize to the former
apologize. Yeah.
president of the slander. And that alone is something worth noting. So, yes, sometimes there are excesses to these matters. It becomes more of an interrogation than a vetting. But then I think that all in all, it helps us to know the temperament and the overall individual that we as Ghanaians would want to place in that position,
All right.
that we can get to know that okay, this person is that and that. So that is all
All right. So let me say a big thank you to all of you for, being part of the discussion today. Uh,
I'll have to stay on the vetting process,
all right.
and then that is
So,
it for now.
Essel, we shall talk behind the scenes. Thanks very much for passing through. Let me say a big thank you to everybody. Hey, it's a great morning. We're saying a goodbye. Thanks to my producer, Coach Patrice Ali. The sports crew getting ready. There shall be sports from 10 to 12 a.m. with Albert and the crew coming now. Thanks to DJ Luis for supporting. And in charge of my streaming always, King Josie, call him Josiah, call him the King of Kings. He's the radio king. I want to say give thank you. Conte, good morning. Oscar Kufagbo, thanks for passing through. And everybody that watches on Facebook, it's been a great morning. My assistant producer, great to my CEO, Dr. Naya Wobin, good morning. It's your favorite show, The Forum. My name is Ellis Ferdinand. And I want to say goodbye. And until then, see you next week Saturday morning. My name is Ellis Ferdinand. Au revoir.